What is going on, everyone? Platinum B is coming at you with yet another video. Today we're talking about a recent article I discovered on Yahoo Finance titled Fund Bets 7.4 billion on Platinum Metals Sustaining Rally. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so as you can see here, I've got the article pulled up. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to discuss what's going on with this one company that decided to place a bet of 7.4 billion on Platinum Metals Sustaining Rally. So down here in the article, we can see in the first paragraph, it says, Africa's biggest money manager expects platinum miners to continue making bumper payouts as tighter vehicle emission rules boost metals demand and earnings. The Public Investment Corp, which manages mainly South African government worker pensions, said it has invested more than 110 billion rand, or $7.4 billion in miners, including Siboney, Stillwater, Anglo American Platinum, and Impala Platinum Holdings. That's brought great returns over the past 3 years, said MDU Bulos, the PIC's portfolio manager for mining and resources. So I went ahead and took a look at the charts for these three mining companies, and you can do so if you choose to, but basically they look a lot like this chart up here. So as we can see, platinum production and mining kind of went up, took a downward turn late 2019, and then slowly has gone back up. This was like sort of a market correction, and then slowly has gone up over time. And they were talking about the past 3 years. This shows basically the past 3 years, and overall, it has showed a great rate of return. Now, if you purchased back here about 3 or 4 years ago and you sold off when you saw the downward turn, well, you've made a mistake, my friend. And that's what you gotta really take into account with platinum, is that slash downwards and market correction that can occur, but you can't let yourself really fall into that category of individuals that just gets out because they're scared of it not going back up. Because as you can see, it starts out here, it goes up, it comes down, and then slowly goes back up over the past year and a half. So that was really the midway point of the last 3 years, where it went down in its market correction and then slowly went back up. So that's the key to platinum. You can't let the downward turns sway you from stacking. You can't sell when you hit these downward turns, because if you do, you're going to miss out on this potential return, and you probably won't make much in the long run. Now, I want to mention how if you bought down here and you sold down here, you still made a little bit of a return. Obviously, it's a little higher than where it started, so either way, you still make money, right? And that's another good thing about platinum, is it'll never be worthless, right? Chances are you'll always have value in your platinum stack. But getting down here in more of the bulk of the article, it talks about the cycle should continue for some time, Bulos said in an interview last week. The supply and demand dynamics are quite solid, and they are talking to a tightening market, which should be supportive of prices. Again, the market is getting tighter because the deficit continues to go up and the demand continues to go up as well. Slower than the deficit, but overall there's a disconnect between deficit and demand. The demand is outstripping deficit by a long shot. So after being in the doldrums for a decade, South Africa's platinum miners are increasing payouts as they reap windfall profits for near record rhodium and palladium prices. That's another thing to keep in mind, is when the mines that mine for platinum, they also make money off of the palladium and rhodium that they do end up getting from those platinum mines as a byproduct. So the companies, if you're thinking about investing in platinum mining companies, you have to remember that all of these mining companies that mine platinum, they're making money off palladium and rhodium. And palladium and rhodium have made a ton of money in the past couple of years. So the companies as a whole are increasing in value over time. Even if platinum has not caught up yet, palladium and rhodium are making enough money for these companies to remain profitable. So if you were thinking about investing in platinum mining companies or mining companies in general, you kind of want to base your investment portfolio around companies that do involve themselves in mining of platinum, because palladium and rhodium are typically included in that platinum group metals of overall mining in each one of these companies. So it's just something to think about for sure. So it talks down here about the biggest consumers of platinum group metals through the anti-pollution devices they install in gasoline and diesel cars. The bonanza has further to run. So this company believes that there is a much longer run for emissions rated vehicles that produce emissions and need platinum group metals to filter those emissions, whether it be diesel, whether it be gas. They see a correlation between that not slowing down anytime soon. And I kind of agree, right? You look at electric cars. Over the past 10 years, they've only managed to amass less than really 1% of the overall car market, which is basically nothing. 99% of cars being sold today are gas. People just don't want the electric, and it's going to take time before it just becomes the norm. Much longer time than most people give. The platinum group metals cycle could remain stronger for longer, and returns close to historical peaks may be signaling a maturing cycle, according to RMB Morgan Stanley analysts, including Christopher Nicholson, said. We still see reason to retain exposure to the sector, he said. However, a prudent move would be for investors to reduce some overweight positioning. So, again, it's important, and these individuals see a big reason to retain exposure to the sector. So they haven't given up on platinum, right? Some people have. Some people think it's just sell now because it's just going to go down. Some people don't really see the future of the metal and the future need for the mines and things like that. And although they may see the deficit, they see it correcting itself over time, and they are trying to stack for a longer haul or what have you. I tend to disagree with a lot of that thinking, and this article kind of gives a reasoning for that. But overall, it's important, and it still has value, and it's still important to retain some exposure to the sector, whether it be stacking precious metals in bullion form or investing in platinum mining companies. Either one could be a very good investment, right? I'm a bigger proponent in the investing of the mines rather than just investing in paper future contracts, but mining investing can produce good profits and become a profitable endeavor overall. I've started to get more and more in that as time goes on. The dearth of investment in new mining projects over the past decade means supply deficits will persist. Bullough says, still, the longer-term threats to demand posed by electric vehicles means miners must remain wary of expansion, he said. So they're not completely rolling out electric vehicles here, and I don't think it would be smart to completely say that it's just completely a non-issue. But again, I've talked many times about other industrial aspects increasing over time, and I think that is something to consider when considering platinum mining. We'll still need the metal once all the gas-powered cars are gone. It will take a lot of time for the gas-powered cars to finally go away. Most of us will probably be gone, if not very old at that point. And at that point, the other industries that use it, medical, dental, other things of that nature, will increase over time, making it as if nothing ever really happened other than specifically who's using it, right? And down here at the bottom of the article, it says, as much as we can see tightening in the supply dynamics, you also don't want people to needlessly spend their money or take their eye off the ball. So again, you don't want to just kind of go in this thinking you're going to get rich quick, so to speak, but you also don't want to take your eye off platinum because you could potentially miss out on potential profits in the future. So overall, this is a great article, guys, and I definitely suggest you check it out. I will be linking it in the description down below, but overall, this just kind of further strengthens the need and the desire and the overall investment aspect of platinum and why you should probably think about getting into it. Again, as you can see from this chart, it looks very, very good. One market correction right there within the past 3 years, but otherwise it has gone up completely, and you can't let that market correction sway your view. You just have to go into it and expect it to go up higher and higher as time goes on. So great article, guys. I highly suggest you checking it out. Again, I will link it in the description below. Thank you to all my loyal followers for stopping by and checking out my video today. Thank you to any new people to the channel. Welcome. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, guys, we will see ya.